Talking CRM with Jeff and David, getting the best value for the whole organization from your integrated CRM and accounting systems. David Beard, CRM Principal, and Jeff Richards, Head of Training Program Development for Sage CRM, spend time chatting with customers, resellers, and others about Sage CRM in action around the globe. In this episode, Les talks about the reasons for linking Sage CRM to Sage Intacct, their evolution of the CRM product in their business, and how their partner, BAASS Business Solutions, helped them build success into their project and lessons they have learned to pass on to other businesses. Talk to me a bit about the integration. In particular, let's start with why did you want to join CRM, Sage CRM, to Sage Intacct? What was the drive for that?
One of the biggest drivers for that, David, is the ability to have one location for all the key documents. We're not a big organization, but we wanted to make sure that everything could be in one location. So the fact that we can have a CRM customer with a Intacct customer number,
right?
So we know that they're an active Intacct customer, and the fact that we can take our invoicing out of our Intacct platform, just import it in as a PDF and link it to a specific opportunity, a specific contract, and someone could go in and say, okay, there's the invoice. We know they've been invoiced, because very few people are using the financial platform. More people are using the CRM platform.
So what you're doing is you're releasing the important financial data to everybody in the business who needs to understand the customer view, right?
Exactly. So they could see, okay, we've got a contract. There's 4 or 5 billing periods or 4 or 5 milestones that need to be achieved. When these get achieved, an invoice gets triggered. They don't even have to ask us, has it been triggered? They can go into the CRM platform, go to that particular contract, see the documents that are affixed to it and say, oh, yeah, we see the invoice has gone out. There it is.
So where will you be heading in the next 6 months or so?
In the perfect world, we're going to have active use of the platform. Uh-huh. We're going to have extensive reporting capabilities from the platform, dashboard reporting from the platform, real-time activity happening in the platform, bringing in key Outlook through an Outlook plugin, bringing in key emails into persons, into the company correspondence in the communications area, having all our leads, all our proposals, all in play, and being able to drive data that will be very useful for our respective boards, for our quarterly meetings. And it's going to be very important for our lead management team to know who's speaking to who in a specific company. Especially one of our goals is to have our different business units be able to do multiple type of projects for respective companies. So if we have, let's say, 3 or 4 key product lines, we want to be able to see how many touch points we've reached with one respective client on giving them the opportunity to know that there's 3 or 4 product lines. And if we started to move in that direction, and we'll be able to hopefully find all that within the platform because of the information we've put into the platform.
Right. So it's that forward-looking intelligence, right? Not just the looking back at the financial transactions. It's where are we heading with these customers, huh?
Oh, the financial transactions are secondary. It's the forward-looking. It's the leads. It's how many leads have we converted to proposals? How many proposals have we converted into contracts? It's that close ratio. It's some key performance indicators that we're bringing to the forefront. Right. That there's never really been let's call it a standard way of measurement. And I'm hoping that the CRM platform is going to help us to standardize some of these KPIs.
You spoke very kindly about BAASS, your business partner, on this program. What do you think they brought to your thinking that maybe you hadn't expected?
I got to tell you, David, I've worked with a number of consultants in my career. The BAASS team was beyond exceptional. Their ability to basically hear us and to execute from what they heard was fantastic. Their willingness to jump in with little notice on an item we were trying to resolve or a glitch that popped in was so fantastic that they would literally get back to us within minutes, reach out to us, after hours, and make themselves available literally as if they were working with us in my own office, as if they were like colleagues from the RGC team. All my key staff who worked with the BAASS team, the key players on both projects, were always treated with great respect and timely responses. It's been a fantastic experience so far.
And that's a fantastic thing to hear, because it's the partnering you need, because as I said earlier, you don't know what you don't know sometimes, and it's helpful to have not only someone who understands product, because you don't in the first instance, but what you can make it do to suit a business, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent. So Les, this is a terrific account of the success you've had, and I thank you for sharing both your view and the view of BAASS as a partner. One of the reasons I like doing these conversations is to help people understand why you need more than a finance system. So in your industry, what advice would you give to someone in a similar position about why CRM is so much more important than just a finance system?
You need to understand what your customers want. Mm-hmm. You need to know who you're speaking to. If everyone's keeping their front end sales related information in their own respective silos, their own folders, their own emails, no one person is going to be able to understand the full story of all these historic conversations. If that particular person was to leave the organization, they're taking their knowledge with them. Yeah. You're going to have to re-educate yourself with these clients, these contacts. Having everything in a single location, in a strong, robust CRM platform, will allow someone to step in and may not get the full story, but going to get most of the story as to what type of conversation has been going on with whom at a particular organization. And big organizations, as we know, and we deal with some big organizations, David, with respect to casino operators and regulatory agencies, there's more than one person of contact, and different people have different areas of expertise within the business. Contact A may be doing this part of work that your one business unit needs, but contact B is doing a different area of work that another part of your business needs. So you need to have storylines on both of those particular contacts. That's the beauty of a robust CRM platform when you're thinking about what a company needs going forward.
That's a terrific summary. And I think also, it doesn't matter whether you're a big or a small company, lots of different conversations do happen with different stakeholders amongst different employees in your own organization. And a lot of it is locked away in people's heads or in email systems. And sometimes the simplest of things can be forgotten, but they're very important to the business. I think you explained it very well, Les. Thank you. My thanks to Les Horenfeldt from the Responsible Gambling Council, based in Toronto, Ontario, an independent, non-profit organization working for the prevention of problem gambling in Canada and beyond. You can learn more about the Responsible Gambling Council at www.responsiblegambling.org and BAASS Business Solutions at www.baass.com.
You've been listening to Talking CRM with Jeff and David, getting the best for the whole organization from your integrated CRM and accounting systems.